What's up? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be reacting to my qualifying run from my first season in Ninja Warrior. This is the one that started it all. Let's see, this is basically the one that changed my life. After this, my life has not been the same at all. So before we get into this, let me just explain everything that happened before. But instead of holding you guys up for 20 minutes explaining every little detail, I'm going to try to explain everything in about a minute or less. So let's get into it. So I actually was on the first night of qualifying. I'm pretty sure they aired this second, but we were the first night. So I had to fly out there 3 days before to shoot hero shots, B-roll, and interviews. When I was there, I was super nervous for all that. I was sweating in my interview. It was brutal, but it was a lot of fun. That was honestly all that really happened. We went out there a couple days before. This was in Seattle, obviously, Tacoma. So we went out there, did that. I hung out with some of the boys. And honestly, that's basically all that happened. Not that much happened beforehand, just the interviews, B-roll and stuff. So yeah, that's basically it. Then on the day I competed, I ran 63rd out of 80. So that was that. I was ready to run and warmed up, and let's get into it. All right, so first obstacle, I was pretty nervous. Honestly, I was every single course I was super nervous at first obstacle, so I was just really happy to get through that. It felt a lot easier than I thought, so that was nice. Alright, now this obstacle was called Wait For It, and must I say, this was a very boring obstacle. It just took so long. I mean, it kind of got me warmed up for the rest of the course, but this obstacle took me forever. There's them exposing my baby self. So that was cool. My grandmother sent me that picture, and they were like, yo, send it in. And I was like, sure. And then they loved it, so that was that. Now we're at the decision where it was either, what was that? I forgot what these names are called. But it was Burn Rubber, and I forgot what that was, Broken Bridge. And before I even ran, I knew I was going to choose Burn Rubber. You see, I barely made it through that, but I was fine. I felt confident about it. I knew I was not touching Broken Bridge, because... yeah, no. No. Alright. On to Tipping Point, I think this one was called. This one was fun. This one was a lot of fun. I never tried anything like this after this either. This was a lot of fun. Okay, I cranked this up way too high though. I thought the rule was you had to crank it up all the way. And then I see people that are just cranking up kind of halfway and reaching for it. But yeah, that was my fault. I mean, I could have did this thing way faster. But hindsight, after you run, you always know what you can do better, so it's whatever. I was going to go on that first kick, but it was horrifying. But we out of there. Honestly, at this point, I wasn't tired at all. I was chilling. I was not tired at all. And I wasn't even that conditioned either, which was kind of crazy. But, took a couple deep breaths, got ready for this obstacle. Now, this obstacle was wiping people out. It was brutal. It was brutal. So the first part was easy. I tried to skip, but I just didn't have the power back then. Now if I did this, I can skip those no problem, but I wasn't that strong back then. Okay, reached up. That was super grippy. That was covered in grip tape. Now these were so slippery. Second I touched it, I was like, whoa. And then, yeah. There we go. That sucked. That really sucked. But we'll talk about some things from that run. So I hate to say it, but the second I touched the that V, I had no confidence. I was like, this is so slippery. It had a tiny thing, grip tip on the top, but that didn't really do nothing. I mean, if I did that obstacle now, I think I would be fine, but yeah, I just wasn't ready for that. I knew I was done, but I wasn't upset about that though. That was probably the only run throughout all my runs on the show that I wasn't even mad about, because all I wanted to do was get to LA, and that's what I did. I landed 16th out of the 30 people that advanced, so we moved on, and we will recap that run. Well, I'm gonna do that in a different video, but I'm gonna do it right now, but it's gonna be a different video, if you know what I mean. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And stay tuned for me reacting to my semifinals run.